I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, indivisible. And you know, we all used to say it every morning at school. I wish that we would say it with our children before we go to school. It would be a really nice thing whether we pray with or not. We've got to realize that those opportunities that we take for granted nowadays of being able to pray and call God by whatever name, being able to bear the arms and be a law-abiding citizen who has some common sense. Now I know it's not so common nowadays, and so that's why there are establishments, but since they've privatized, that's white slavery. And it's a lie to say it isn't. So, Chick Chat here to tell you the good news, but all is that we're going to have a prayer vigil coast to coast and hopefully around the world if you're willing to help me. And all it means is do dance and have a party, but call in spirit for good, because the good guys can win, and heaven on earth like a twinkling of an eye. Add geometry and mathematics and quantum physics, and it's easy. The 100th monkey. Google it if you can't figure it out. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriot dreams that sees beyond the years, thine alabaster cities gleam, and dimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed His light on thee, and crown thy good for brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Go salute a flag somewhere. Put your hand over your heart and realize that someone gave their life. And today, in October, we have lost something like 26 to 32 young children of somebody. And it's worse than all the media and all the yada yada in Washington, D.C. They are trying to set us up to create martial law. So please, good citizens, be we the people and unite our differences now. From coast to coast, I don't care if you're straight, twisted, there's good inside of you. And I call that you learn how to ride the light of which we founded this country by, and not be tempted, because we are being tempted to act out by people who have jobs to control, and they don't know they're even brainwashed. So they're dangerous. They're worse than a loaded gun, because they're righteous. And righteous people are like, a lot of wars have been done in the name of God. And in Christianity, I think we've been in a lot of wars in the name of Christianity, God by whatever name, on whatever soil. And that's the wonderful thing about America, is we have all the world in us. We have all the world. But we also have tremendous ignorance of how vicious guerrilla warfare is, and how much hate is in the world, and how hate makes them feel sexy and badass and powerful, and they think they're going to win because they got more money. It'll blow off in the wind, and maybe it'll light a fire. Being kind and compassion, for someone to have to Google the word compassion, anyway, I think that's a little weird. So do your best to be a wonderful person wherever you stand on the earth, and whatever flag you have, salute it, and give honor to the good that it meant to serve. No matter what corruption, take the media and tell them we're going to turn off our TVs. We're going to turn off our internets for 3 days, and stand in front of any legally grouping together, of coming together at your church, at your farmer's market, in front of a governmental building. Go tell the governor, the senators, the congressmen that they need to live the same lifestyle they expect us to live, and on the same paycheck and healthcare plan. And everyone's concealed weapons should be able, if they can pass a test to work for our government, I think they should be able to carry. And whoever the UN thinks they are, get off our backs, and whoever created that law back that said our soldiers can't be armed in their own base on foreign soil, hello. Sitting ducks is long enough. Games are being played with our lives. And yeah, maybe you're all angry at us because we have been childish, and we've genocide just as much if you look at the Indians. But the Brits make us look easy, and the Romans made them look easy, and the Genghis Khan got them all. So there's always going to be something that replaces. But what we can all do is in that point of choice. Sometimes you have to be bad to protect good. And our innocence, our children, need to be raised by our values, not a daycare's, not someone else's values. So somehow find a way to unite your differences in your families. I don't know how to do it in mine, so maybe you can give me some suggestions. They're Christians. Some of them are hypocritical. I'm hypocritical in everything I was raised to be, but my values that my mama and daddy gave me, I am so grateful for. I am so grateful I live in America. I am so grateful I know how to shoot, and I'm not as scared of a gun because I don't need to be. I was trained from a child how to care with respect and consciousness of what is looking at a person and telling something's not right and you need to get near adults, or something's not right and you can just stand there and go away, go away, go away. And none of this bitching people out in the legal system just because your, dick gets harder because you just, raped your ex-wife, or the ex-wife now just didn't let someone see his child and stay in his country so he could live near his child because she didn't show up in court, and she could bitch him out that way. Now, in their relationship, he may have deserved it. And they may, everyone points fingers, but we, the people, no matter what soil we stand on, have good in us. Evil even has good in it in order to exist. The dualities are coming together if we can just unite and realize that our spacious skies is the same air, the same stars, of which centuries have prayed to. The Bedouins, I loved Bedouins for Arabian horses, the most smart, gentle, kind, kinder than a dog, would give their life for you. And I let my sister's lines die out, and I feel very bad about that. And our Crabbit lines, I know, are still going, but not from my stud. So it sounds silly, but there's going to be people, white people, Japanese people, that are facing extinction because they're not breeding with their own. And we're so easily seduced and distracted that when we go out and start acting this behavior out that we watch on TV, and we think it's real, and we make it real. And then they have more laws to control stupid people, because stupid people don't have this common sense that a 2-year-old child would have of, once he touches the hot burner, do you think he's going to go touch it again? No. If the consequences for the crime are not given in 72 hours, there's no lesson learned. It is white slavery through the justice system, the counseling systems, the prison systems. And if you want to tell me different, go ahead. This is a free country so far. No matter what the president thinks, he can't be just dictating to the people. There were good people that voted for him because he was a black man. There were good people that believed his yada yada. The reality is it doesn't matter whose side you're on. We need to come together and kill this horrible medical socialist mentality that is allowing people to shut out our parks. We can walk in peace and guide ourselves peacefully And if those cities can't handle having cutbacks, then they should see what the counties, like in California, that might only have 6 sheriffs to cover how many miles because of the federal dictation that took over in 2000, what was it, 4 or 2006? I think they threw it in 4 in 2006. No one needed their money. That's just a lie. Stop believing the lies no matter how good they look. Feel your gut. And if you don't know what that means, find a counselor. Find a warrior, an athlete if you can't handle military. Find a fireman that found his way through that burning fire so he could get home to his wife and children. You think that PTSD is just for veterans? No, their families suffer. Firemen's families, EMTs, that wipe your children off the street. You don't think they go home and have family issues? And who do they have to care about them anymore? These warriors coming home with missing parts in their 20s to live a long life so they can be made money off of by the medical system? And they don't even have pensions like the old guys do. So, yeah, I'm a little upset. I miss my home, my country. I miss beautiful things. I see all these beautiful people that I'd love to share with you. And they get shy, because they're good people get shy. The yada yada's usually more than likely are willing to waste your time. Or fuck your husband or your wife. So do your best to not break any laws, and wherever you stand, do your best to stay safe. No one enjoys beep, 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 or stay healthy, drink lots of water, take a half a teaspoon. You know what my grandma used to do? She took half a teaspoon of baking soda and put it in water. And then later on, someone told me, well, you can put baking soda in the water and drink it and it help your tummy calm down. I said, like a Tums.